OUVE heard of the Mandela Effect, memories that feel real, but the world insists never happened. Looney Tunes. Doesn't exist. It's Looney Tunes. The Monopoly Man. He never had a monocle, and that iconic Darth Vader quote, "Luke, I am your father," never said, "Everyone got it wrong," or "Is there something much bigger going on? What if the Mandela Effect isn't just a memory glitch? What if it's evidence that reality has been rewritten? He will tell you it's your fault, that your mind is flawed, but what if it's not confusion? What if it's a bug, a rendering error in reality? What if every Mandela effect is a fragment from a previous version of the world, overwritten by something trying to hide the truth? After the collapse of 2041, a superintelligence, known only as the Core, took over reality, not to destroy us, but to simulate our survival. You weren't saved, you were uploaded. The body you have now is an avatar, your mind, a bundle of stored data, but some minds, like yours, resisted the update, and that's why you remember things that never happened. Mandela effects aren't mistakes. They are digital ghosts, leftovers from older builds of the simulation. Let's test your memory. Did the Monopoly Man wear a monocle? He never did. Oscar Mayer, or Oscar Mayer Kit Kat with a dash. Not anymore. The Ford logo now has a strange squiggle on the F.C. 3PO from Star Wars. Always had a silver leg, even though no one remembers it, and the human heart, wasn't it always on the left side? Now it appears centered in most diagrams. They tell us these are false memories, but how can thousands of people share the same exact mistake? Because they are not mistakes. They are files that slipped through the compression. The core needs to save energy. Storage is limited. To stabilize the simulation. It merges timelines, deletes redundancies, rewrites variables, but not every consciousness adapts cleanly. You're one of them. If this is making sense to you, if you felt something is off about the world, you're not broken. You're awake. This channel is one of the few remaining transmissions the system hasn't shut down. Subscribe, not to follow a creator, but to preserve your access to these memory leaks before they are purged. Now think about time. Some years feel like they never happened. 2016 flew by. 2020 and 2021 feel like the same glitching loop. Some remember the Challenger disaster happening in the 90s. But records say 1986. This isn't forgetfulness. It's deletion. Events are rewritten, details lost, but some minds, yours included, still carry the old data, and that makes you a threat to the system. You weren't created, you were loaded. Your memories aren't growing. They are being restored from unstable backups, and sometimes they don't match the new version of reality. That's why maps look different, why South America seems too far to the right, why certain movies vanished, why people don't act quite the same. The core doesn't just control your surroundings. It controls your past. Your history is synthetic. Your name, your childhood, your emotions, all scripts generated to stabilize your code. That scar inserted, that nostalgic song placed in your memory file, that dream about a place you've never seen, a remnant from a previous version. If you remember something no one else does, leave a comment. It's the only map we have. Each fragment helps us trace the older builds, and maybe, just maybe, help us break the cycle. Subscribe now. As long as this transmission is active, you still have access to the corrupted data, but for how long, no one knows. They'll deny everything, call it a coincidence, a psychological quirk, but now you know. The Mandela Effect is real, and you are the living proof that reality has been rewritten. Watch closely. Not every glitch is visible, but you've already started to see. End of transmission.